Okay, I've set this up to be a quick tutorial on how to set up your water bottle, piece of paper, or whatever you want to cut in the rotary cutter. The first two things you're going to need to know, right, is the diameter of the bottle. So, like, turn the bottle upside down from the bottom, go from one side to the other side, okay? Keep that measurement, and then you need to know the circumference. And the easiest way to do this is to wrap a piece of paper around the bottle, make a mark, and then measure the distance when you lay it flat with a ruler, okay? So you got to think of the bottle in this position as it goes into the laser cutter, because it sits sideways. If you think of it upright like this, you're going to end up with your design going the wrong direction, okay? So if you, like in this case, this bottle I just took a picture of, I want the design to go from left to right, you know, like from the bottom of the bottle to the top of the bottle. So I've got it, you know, my graphic is sitting lengthwise. I have simply made a set of dots over here. This field right here is the circumference along this length and the diameter along this length. It's important to make this box so you know how much surface area of the bottle you can use, okay? So let me give you an example of what you can do with a name. So if you wanted to do a name, so I'll just put my name in here. All right, and if I was to put my name, clear out some of these dots. Okay. If I was to put my name in here, now mind you, if you want it to be filled like this one, you need to hatch it, and everything has to be black, okay? So I hatch it, I put it in there. Really, these dots should all be black. You don't, for our project, you're only vecting lines on paper, so leave them as just lines. You're not rasting them. That would take for absolute ever. But if you're going to do your name on an actual water bottle, you want to put it like this, okay? Now, the way you see that sitting there is going to be from the bottom of the bottle, like bottom's over here, top's over here, so my name's going to go up the bottle sideways. If I want my name to go across the bottle, left to right, I would rotate my name this way, and then it would be left to right, okay? Like now when I stand the bottle up, I can read it like a sentence, okay? So I'm going to get rid of that because, whoops, what's happening here? Okay, I guess I can't use that command while I'm recording. Didn't know that. So yeah, all I did was put a bunch of dots in here, guys. I'm just making a pattern. So, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna send this to the printer, and I gotta show you some setup tools on this, okay? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get rid of what I don't wanna print. So in this case, I don't wanna print the box, and I don't wanna print my words, and of course I don't wanna print my picture. I just want that. So I'm gonna take that, and we're gonna hit Control P for print. And after I do that, I'm gonna go up and change my properties. And the first thing we have to do is tell it that we're using the engraving rotator. So we'll go to engraving field down here. We're gonna go down, and we're gonna, if you are using my laser cutter, the pin table, the part you removed already, should be chosen. You're going to turn that off, and you're going to turn on the rotary. Now, the important part here is on diameter. You want to make sure you have the diameter of your water bottle. So my diameter is 3.2 inches, okay? And once I put in that diameter and I change this, you got to hit apply before you change your black line, or these settings will be lost, okay? So enable the rotary, change the diameter, apply. Okay, now we go up, let's change our black line. For any of this stuff that we're doing right now, you can say 100 by 100 by 500 or 1,000 if you're rasting. In this case, we are vecting. If you want, you could choose rast vec, so it can make the choice for you. Then the important one here is this number. So the z-axis is no longer up and down. The z-axis is the radius, which is half of our diameter. So if my diameter is 3.2, my radius is going to be 1.6, okay? So I set my radius in there at 1.6 and say set, apply, okay, and you're going to find that it's going to change the engraving field. So see, I made the field narrower, so that's changed for that. If it doesn't change like this, it's not right, okay? Now I'm going to say print, and I'm going to go to my laser cutter, and there you go. Then you're going to use the focus tool to find, so I'm going to come up here, I'm going to say the center of my design needs to be there. I'm finding the very center of my round object. I'll click, and it will move the laser to that point. I can't do it because I don't actually have the laser hooked up here. Once you find what you want, take the middle dot, right, and say two-pointer. I can't do that again, but you can. So the design will probably end up somewhere up here. Okay, once that's up there, you're ready to go. So as long as you have your material in the rotator and things are on, and this looks good, go ahead and press go, and it will cut your project. For this project, like I said, we're using paper unless you happen to bring in your own water bottle. Ugh. I was recording the video. There is a box of shirts or something in the library. It's just one box. And you get a chance to grab it. It's not even any. We gotta figure out these shirts, like what, how the sweatshirts, how do we measure this? Yes and no. I probably so come out here. So we're gonna be using these light gray ones like this. I've got, I mean, in your case, you probably XL or 2X, I don't know which. So I've got XLs, 2X, and 3XL already. So we're gonna go through. I've got large, medium, smalls. I've got pretty much what we need. Oh yeah, and it's a 2XL, 3XL box, all 7 pounds. Yeah. Okay. The glue should be, there we go. It will be so soon. Hopefully. That's why I was trying to get all the emulsion put on yesterday, so we have some things to play with. That's the goal, and those are probably the ones in the thing large, extra large, whatever. I don't know how we messed that up. I'm actually gonna go to Jiffy Shirt and see if also gotta upload this video.